By the grace of God, yesterday, who happens to be 15th of December 2018, we had an exam for the OPM Free School in Obibo. Then a day before that day, who happens to be, that is for the free school, Obibo branch. Then a day before that day, which is on the 14th of December, we also had another exam in Borokri. One end of Port Harcourt to another end of Port Harcourt, free school. You can see the crowd that came. You will know that a lot of people are suffering. Different churches sent their members for the free school. And the funny thing, most of the churches that sent their members to come and take exam for the free school are operating school where they collect 5 to 1 million naira school fees. Remember, it's the same members offering they use in building that school, but they put the school fee 500,000. But they now send their members to come to the OPM free school. We get the spiritual blessing. OPM is heaping up treasures in heaven. In heaven, there is no moth, there is no cockroach, there is no rat, but on earth, we have all this. So while those pastors store money on earth, OPM store money in heaven. So they are free to send more of their members to the free school for exam. We will still allow them to take exam. As we are doing it, God is increasing the power He has given to me. They don't know the secret. They don't know the secret of the power God has given to Apostle Chipus. They don't know. This is the secret. I'm using the offering to do the right thing. Why they are using the offering to do the wrong thing, I'm using the offering to do the right thing. God is just increasing the power. Increasing the power. In fact, there is a particular woman, a Muslim. A Muslim will also give admission, give the child admission. We didn't discriminate. You're a Muslim, your child cannot come to this school. No, it's open to all. She's a widow, even though she's a Muslim, the husband is late. The son cannot go to school. If I want woman to show the desperation, one woman threw her child over the fence. Because when the number reached, they locked the gate. The crowd was too much, she threw her child.
Please, what's your name?
My name is Maria. My husband is late.
So that means you're a widow.
I bring her here for the exams. If God help you, she pass, then maybe I can get help from them. And there are 7 of them I can't afford. So I decided to bring this one here. If I can get help from this, then I can face the remaining ones. That's what I believe in. I'm happy. I'm happy so much, and I pray that they should continue to do to people like us that don't have help, they should try and help us and look the way we are suffering with the children that our husband die lives for.
Ramatu.
How old are you?
26 years.
There's no one like you, Jesus. There's no one like you. In all the
OPM,
Dr. Jesus in action.
Dr. Jesus in action.
God is here.
Indeed, God is here. My name is Olu Rosemary Chioma. Standing beside me is my younger sister, Chibuzo Olu Priska. And
Why the
my
answer
mom,
Chibuzo?
my mom. We located OPM on the 16th of September.
16th of December.
What brought us
September.
to... Yes.
2 months ago. September. Abi? 3 months ago.
Yes.
3 months ago they came to OPM. 3 months ago.
What brought us to OPM is my sister's illness. She was infected with kidney infection.
She was infected with kidney. See, this fine girl was infected with kidney problem.
So it started from June, like malaria. So when it got worse, we took her to Madonna Hospital, where they tested her and found out it was kidney infection. So they did that kidney dialysis for 1 good week, until they found out that her blood pressure was low. So they now referred us to UPTH. When we came to UPTH, they tried all they could, but all to no avail. They have to refer us again to River Hospital, Aba Express Road.
We do with evidence. We do package testimony. Go and pay people. Go and give testimony. For investigation. This is UPTH. UPTH. Now look at her name. Olo Priska. Abi? Yes. Acute kidney injury. UTI kidney wonderment. Okay, Leah, go here. For investigation, no. This is which one? This one.
The reference letter.
Okay, this is from where?
From UPTH to
this
Reform.
one?
Yes. UPTH referred us to Reform Hospital, Aba Express Road.
Now, look at Dr. D. Briggs for investigation. And look at the date. All this is confirmation. People are watching us from all over the world to know whether a package, or one day package, or elder brother of package, or twin brother of package.
She was vomiting blood. She was not urinating. And blood was gushing out from her nose. She was swollen up, and then she could not walk. Her stomach was as big as a 7-month pregnant woman.
Okay, stomach was as big as 7, and she could not walk.
Yes.
Hey.
So when they referred us, we had no money to go for this other hospital. We went to one church and stayed from Tuesday to Sunday, and my mom called me, Chioma, let's go to OPM.
Chioma! Come out from that church. Come to OPM.
Mama, So when we came to OPM, we stayed during healing time. Daddy now prayed for her. No, Daddy called me. Daddy gave me a signal. Kidney infection, slightly, and I nod my head, yes. Daddy now prayed for her, and then we took the assignment, water spirit assignment.
Huh? Do you have the video? Now, come look at the leg now. Can we see the leg? Now, come, video man, see the leg now. Look at her face. Can you look at the hand? Can you compare the? Now, look at the former face and the hand. Wait, look at the hand now. Look at this hand. No, zoom into the hand. Zoom into it. Are you seeing the hand? Now look at it, go to the face. Now let's see the video how she came. Look at the hand now. Look at this hand. No. Zoom into the hand. Zoom into it. Are you seeing the hand? Now look at it. Go to the face. Jesus, that wonderful name. Jesus. Father. Look at this beautiful girl could have died. This girl could have died. Upon the whole dialysis, she was getting worse. But Father, because of your mercy, because you love us so much, that is why you sent your only begotten Son, Jesus Christ, to come and pay the supreme price for us. That is why you rescued your daughter from the clutches of death. Papa, may all the glory, may all the adoration, may all the praises, may all magnification, may all exaltation be ascribed unto your holy name, in Jesus' name. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. In Jesus' name. Please stand up. So, as you people took assignment, what happened?
So when I took water spirit assignment, I did the mercy prayer for her because I found out that the enemy doesn't want her to go back to school. Since they have seen she's very, very intelligent.
Siam, wickedness. Okay, she's in school. What school?
She's just 14. She wrote her junior WAEC.
Siam, don't want her to go to school.
So in the course of doing her assignments, I received my own testimony. I used to...
Why doing assignment for her, you receive assignment? Miracle, umunne.
The miracle is from gate.
From gate?
Yes.
So I used to have fibroids. And this fibroid caused me to menstruate twice a month.
Oh.
But that September, I stepped my feet into this gate. I never menstruated twice in a month till day.
Metro Onuweyaka, Allah. Every Onyandani that enter here today, Allah. Oh la la. Oh la la.
So, the miracle started from gate, true. We doesn't sleep at night, stomach bites, not urinating. But when we came into OPM, that day, the stomach bite stopped.
Give Jesus a clap of it. Mama is again.
Power.
Mama is again.
Power past power.
There's no way you can compare power with brain work. Power is the ultimate. Power can make a wise man foolish. Can command a wise man. Oh yeah, become mumu. Go become mumu. Give Jesus a clap offering. Neither.
There's no one like you, Jesus. There's no one like you in all the
OPM.
Dr. Jesus in action.
Dr. Jesus in action.
God is here.
Truly God is here. We are family of Mr. and Mrs. Abinye Peter side. We have come to return all glory to this great God who has delivered us from a strong hand that is stronger than us.
From the strong
Hand.
God have delivered him from a strong hand. Hey, let me hear strong hand, okay? Can know to the hand you this strong.
It started since 2010.
2010. How many years now? 18. Okay, 8 years.
When one of my elder in my former church introduced the sister to us, that she's living nearer us, that she will be joining us in our motor to the church, we accepted. And as the woman started joining us, our motor started having problem. We are curing the problem of the motor. As I want to dedicate this boy, the woman enter and say, where is the baby? I said, look at the baby. She collected the baby from me. As she collected the baby started crying. And the baby cried all through till 2018. We located this church. This boy cannot sleep. He cannot rest. When he closes his eye, white foam will be coming out from his mouth. Something will be coming out to block his nose.
Amen. Are you seeing how trouble they start? It just to make you give him lift. From there, the motor started breaking down. Then he said, make him carry the baby where he won't go dedicate. From that day, when he carried that baby, how many years ago?
8 years, or 9 years now. 8 years. Since 2010.
So, since that time, this boy started sick. Every day, cry.
If anything that enter his body, it's either he vomit it or he poo. This boy has been struggling. He has not gone to school because he has no brain again. If you are talking to him, you don't know what you are talking about.
Stand up. Stand up, everybody. Any witchcraft agent targeting any of my children, you cannot get them. Die. Open your mouth and begin to pray. Now keep standing. See how he started. An elder in their church, their former church, say, please, give this person lift. They cry and they follow you to go church. From there, motor started breaking down. Close your eyes. Take your spirit to your house where you are living. Any witchcraft agent under my roof before 7 days be exposed by fire. In the name of Jesus, begin to pray.
It starts from my son. It enter my husband's property. Every property, everything that we have, we lost all of them. At the end, by 2013, we went home. As we went to the village.
You went to the village?
Yes, we returned back to the village.
Oh, you returned back to the village?
Yes.
Going back to square one. To fear. Say, I will never go back to square one. You see, we are helping somebody now. Have made them to go back to square one village. You say you went back to the village when?
2013.
2013. Back to village.
So reaching 2004, God told us to return back to Port Harcourt. To say, where are we going and how we would do? As we return back to Port Harcourt, my husband begged one of our neighbors, let him just connect his light to our television, only one point to us. So that as all of us, we are inside the house, my husband cannot go anywhere, no friend, no anything.
No
It's
friend.
only my mother that is bringing food for us.
Wait,
So,
only your mother bringing food.
Yes.
All
mother
his friends leave him.
My mother used to sell buy market gari from Ndoke. So if she go there, she will buy fish from village and join the gari, bring for us. So
See, all the friends. When the going is good, you have many friends. They will call you many names. They will say they love you. They will say they need you. So on and so forth. But when the going is bad, all of them will disappear. And they will never come back. Every friend disappear. Oh, it's good to marry from a good family. You see, because he married from a good family, the mother said, no, this man was not like this. This man was doing well. He has a car. It's just situation. The mother now start bringing Gary. Good mother-in-law.
So as they brought light that day, my children on the television, RS TV. I saw when one man was hollering that I am a member of OPM. My sister cannot die. My sister cannot die. I say, I saw when they bring the sister either from Edo, they bring the woman. The woman cannot talk. So daddy used olive oil and put in the woman's mouth. So as the woman was about forcing herself to, he said, let the woman say Jesus. As the woman was about to say Jesus, all of us, me and my children, will stand up and say, we will see something today. So as the woman forced herself and shout, Jesus, all of us jump up and shout, Jesus. Even the congregation shout, Jesus. I told my husband, Daddy, come and see. My husband ran out. My husband said, I know this man. He's my schoolmate. I know him. He come. So
you're my schoolmate.
GTC, sir.
GTC.
Yes, sir.
Situation.
So in August, this one, my son was about giving up. I don't know. I was asking God, will this boy just vomit and die in my hand? I told my husband, Daddy, we are going to OPM.
We are going to OPM.
So that coconut night, August, I packed all of them. He was vomiting. Even inside the motor we enter, he was vomiting. I told one of my rap, I told him, if you enter there, if the vomit come, just pour inside this rap, I will fold it down. So as we enter that gate, he said, Mommy, I want to vomit. I said, okay, come and vomit at the back of this motor so that we will enter. As he put mouth to vomit, he could not vomit. He put mouth to vomit. Vomit to
Wait,
not.
as soon as you people cross the gate,
Enter.
he said, you want to vomit.
Yeah.
They bring cloth. Oh, yeah, vomit what we see. Vomit is here.
See there.
I don't know what thing God put for this gate. Only crossing the gate, Allah. Stroke, cross the gate, Allah. Madness, cross the gate, Allah. What again? Fibroid, cross the gate, Allah. Asthma, cross the gate, Allah. God, waiting you put for Dr. Jesus City. So he couldn't vomit.
I couldn't vomit. So we enter. As we enter, the place was full. That rapper that I want to give him to use and vomit, that is the rapper we throw down there and sit down, all of us. We'll sit down. After the coconut night, we'll drink the coconut, we'll go back. My husband say, this affliction we are talking about, even this my daughter, if you send her to bring a clock, she will go and bring another thing because her brain was not there again. None of them, everybody, my husband, even that time, my husband was a dead man. People from village are calling me that. They said my husband has died because if you see him, he was dead man alive. So
now stress. Now when you think too much, imagine. No, let me tell you, it is better you have not gone up than you go up and come down. It's better you are used to poverty, you are used to eating a hand. What's the whatever called, you know? But he needed 5 square meal. There guys say 1 square meal, and you see your beautiful children. This one is sick. You emotionally. For a man, you can hold yourself, but your family, because it is your responsibility to take care of a family. When you see that your family is going, then you are the man, it's emotionally traumatic. Traumagenic.
After the coconut night, we returned back on Sunday and took assignments. I was here. I finished the mercy prayer. As I finished the mercy prayer, I reached out. My husband called me, "Mommy, did I know what happened?" I said, "What?" He said a friend that he has been begging since to employ him in a job has now called him that Monday and make him a zonal this thing.
What?
Operational manager, South.
Wait. After how many days of locating OPM?
That mercy prayer, we came on Friday, coconut night, then came back on Sunday and took assignments. Me and my children, my husband has not come. It's only me and my children. I took the assignment and do the mercy prayer on Monday. So as I reached out down Monday, he gave me the information. See, this is what happened. That a friend has called me.
God says, I shall restore all the years that the cankerworm, the caterpillars, the locusts, even cockroach have eaten. Chineke did too much. Chineke did too much. Chineke did too much.
Then on that coconut night, February, that he said, there is wickedness. There is somebody, a teenager here. They remove her brain and hang on a tree, on a very big tree, on a high tree. But as you are here, as you have drink the blood of Jesus, today your brain has been returned back and go and excel. So right now, she has gotten admission in Uniport.
Wait. Just because he came to OPM, he has not gotten admission. When did they give him the scholarship?
I think that was May this year. No, May 6th.
So as soon as you people,
After the Dr. Jesus night on April, I took her his document and come here and pray. As I pray finish, he has been going for the school, no admission. So after that night, they called him that they have sent this thing on email since on 6th. On 6th May.
The testimony is of staying fast before the Lord. Every member of OPM in this Dr. Jesus city, no matter your situation, stand firm. Every prophecy that proceeds out of the mouth of God, stand by it. God will not disappoint you. Did you know this woman, right now as I'm talking to you, she has already run mad.
wait, the woman have run mad. Anybody troubling you shall run mad. You see, one thing about OPM, when we pray mad, people run mad. When we pray die, people die. We don't pray. Instead of now you could power.
As I'm talking to you, the family have locked this woman inside the room. Because immediately she come out, either she naked or she pick anything concerning dirty things to eat. So they don't want her to come out again. But I want to tell this God, this Almighty God, that have done this. Beloved brothers and sisters, it was not easy all these years. At times my little boy will beg me for 1 naira for biscuit. It is not there. But this God, Daddy, God will keep you alive. I strongly believe that it was because of me and my family that God brought OPM. Because I know what I passed through. For man to go to bed, could not sleep. They cry from night till the following morning.
Change.
It was not easy, but God has perfected it. I return glory, honor, adoration, majesty. Even when I was suffering, I was begging my former pastor. I said, Daddy, look at my situation. He said, I know. He wasn't doing anything. Rather, he said, if I did not buy him a car. I said, where is the money to buy a car? I have lost everything. It was when I went back to the village that a minor pastor was just calling me and dashing me money. But you see this God of OPM, I will serve him with my family to the end of my life.
Take glory, Father. Take glory, Son.
Take glory, Holy Ghost, now and forevermore.
Thank you for restoring this family, for removing this shame, reproach, sickness. No pastor have done this. No church have done it. It is you. And let all the glory go back to you. Thank you for restoring the job. Thank you for healing your son. Wait. Since that day he vomited, he wanted to vomit when you cross gate. Since that time, has he vomited again?
No.
He has not vomited again.
No sickness.
And this vomiting has been how long?
Now he has started school and he
Eh? Wait.
Now he has started school and he can read.
Now he has started school.
Yes.
And he can read.
Yes.
And this vomiting has been how long?
Since 2010, since that woman carried him,
He started vomiting.
vomiting and pooing.
Until vomiting and pooning.
Eh.
So since this year 2018 you came here,
Yes. No, no, God.
he wanted to vomit. Okose.
Of course, yes.
Since that time till now.
He has not vomit again.
Jehovah bon your mom, on your mom, on your mom. Look at this wonderful boy. Stop going to school. Say stop going to school. How many years now? So he said this year he started school.
Yes, sir. I started school.
He started school this year.
Yes, sir.
So since how old is he?
This is 9 years old now.
9 years. He has not been going to school because of this sickness. But because after he came to OPM, he started school now. Sickness stopped. Father will return all the glory back to you. Only you have done this. May all the glory, may all adoration, may all praises. For you are Jehovah Jireh, you are Jehovah Nissi, you are Jehovah Shalom, you are Jehovah El Shaddai, you are Jehovah Elohim, you are Jehovah Rapha, you are Ebubedike, Malitan Ogogo, Ogworia. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. In Jesus' name. Give Jesus a clap of praise. Wait, let me give you all.
Omega Power Ministries OPM Worldwide presents
Supernatural fortification. A lot of people are afraid of traveling to their village for Christmas.
Eternal like you, Jesus. There's no one like you in our vida.
Hello. OPM, Dr. Jesus in action.
Dr. Jesus in action.
God is here.
Brothers and sisters, my name is Engineer Emmanuel Nwafo. I'm from Ezira. I've been abroad. I stayed in Japan for over 20 years.
Give Jesus a clap of praise.
So I came back 2014. That 2014 I contested for an election, but I lost. I went back. This time around, that was last year, July to be precise, I came here to OPM. When I met Daddy, he told me my mercy prayer will be on water spirit. But I told him, this is not why I'm here. I'm here to take power, to lead my people. But he said, I have to start with that. So to the glory of God, we discussed. I told him my plight and my mission. He told me he has to start with prayers, which I did my mercy prayer in the church over there. So after the prayers, He just shake my hands and say, go, you are delivered. So I went for my campaign. We had a lot of problems, setbacks, challenges, which I called him. I praise him for his humility, irrespective of the fact he can attend to more than 100 million people, but he still had time to tell me to continue with my prayers, which I did. So brothers and sisters, today, I'm here to testify the goodness of our Lord and to say glory to his name. And today, the OPM has delivered me. I had my certificate of return. That is State House of Assembly.
Amen. You see, when you connect to power, you get result. The last time he came to contest, he has not connected to power. He failed. He came back this time and connected to power. This is just the beginning. Neither.
Like you, Jesus. There's no one like you. In all the earth.
OPM.
Dr. Jesus in action.
Dr. Jesus in action.
God is here.
We are Mr. and Mrs. Peace Grutewa. We are from Ogoni, River State here. We reside at Eagle Island, number 4, Alago Amadi Street, Eagle Island. Hallelujah.
Amen.
2013, we have been serving in a church for so many years. So my husband was working directly as an assistant. He do everything. Me too. I also do everything to make sure I do decoration. I do everything to make sure that the church move forward. Even my husband even sacrificed so much to even ensure that the church acquire a land of their own in Eagle Island, even when we don't even have our own land. At the end of the day, he lost his job.
Oh,
when
sowing in the wrong soil. Your soil determines your harvest. Your soil.
This is the 6 years now. This is 6 years now. He has not done anything. Then when I discovered the condition was too tough for us, the only option was remaining. We that used to give people, we begin to beg. And the only option that was remaining for us was to pack to the village. So I said I will not pack to the village. That for several years as a child, I used to have a dream of me owning a school, but I didn't know how. I said, okay, my husband, the school my children used to attend, he used to pay 25,000 each as of then. So we will not be able to afford school fees again. Even 1,000, we will not even be able to afford it. So I decided I'm going to start a school. But how will I rent a place? I said, let me start a school right in my house. Before I started the school, I went to tell this man why we were still under him, because my husband will not listen to anything. When he wants to serve God in a particular place, you cannot talk, don't talk about the man of God, don't say anything. So I pray that God should open his eyes. He was actually the person that brought me to OPM by the grace of God. Then when I was about starting that school, I went to the man, I said, sir, I want to the GO. I said, I want to open a school. He said, I cannot open a school.
Your member want to grow, want to open school. You say, don't grow, suffer. Let me be the GO. I go need me go to enjoy.
He said, I cannot open a school. I discovered that so many people that were doing well, including us, we start trekking. No car again, we start trekking. Sometimes you see elderly people that some of their children are in overseas. You see them trekking in the hot afternoon. When I see them, they say, mommy, it is well. I say, what is well in this hot afternoon? Somebody trekking like this. It is well, it is well, it is well. We too, we also follow and begin to say, it is well, even when nothing, we cannot even feed. Hallelujah. So when he told me that, I then asked him, but why can't I have
asked him, why can't I have a school?
Why can't I have a school? He said, because your husband is jobless, he's not working. I say, does it mean if my husband is not working today, he will not work tomorrow? He said, let us see. He told me that, let us see. So I took it upon myself, even if I cannot rent a place, at least I have a room.
Wait, if your husband is not working, can't you work to help your husband? Are you saying you want them to continue to suffer? There are many pastors like that in Port Harcourt.
So he said, because my husband was not working, I cannot own a school. So that how am I going to pay salary? Am I going to teach the children alone? So I took it upon myself to start the school. Then when I started, finally God opened the eyes of my husband, and he left the church as I left. Because me, I left for some years, I was not going to church again. He left, as he left the church, he then called me on phone and told me, now that you have left the church, let me see how the school will grow. It was a serious battle. When the school, as I started the school, I started it with my 3 children. And it's not as if the school was even outside. For people to, as school closed now, they will see the uniform in order to know that there is school here. There was no banner, there was nothing. But God used my children. Anytime we go out, maybe we go outside, the way they behave, the way they talk, they will say, whose school are you for attending? Say, it's my mommy's school in the house. And that was how God started advertising the school. Not as if my children go outside to say, school have closed, let people see. But God began to use my 3 children to advertise the school, and the school grew to 65.
Give Jesus a clap of it.
Now, when this school grew to 65, one day, I don't know what happened. I was just told to come out of the gate. As I was coming out, I decided to peep through before I come outside. As I was peeping through, I saw one of the elders in the church that the man sent to come and wheel on the banner, because as of there I've not been able to do a signboard. It was wheeling on the banner. Few weeks after, all the children, there was a demolition in Eagle Island, and the children left, and we were now having just 10.
Every satanic projection on your project, backfire! Wickedness.
Last year, I've been coming to OPM secretly because of my, position, as Daddy will always say, caging and all that. So secretly, I will just come, but I have not picked assignment. I say, if people say that OPM is a bad church, and so many people are giving this testimony, OPM is a native doctor that is using, and people are giving testimony, then me, I want to partake. I want that native doctor to walk in my house. That was how I finally decided to, later part of last year, towards ending, and decided to come to OPM, and I met Daddy in headquarters, and he gave us an assignment on water spirit. As we started that assignment, and then we decided to begin to pay tithe on behalf of each of the children that we have left now. By the grace of God, this term now that we just closed on Friday has been the best time for us. School now increased to 90-something children. The school now increased to 90-something. All this while we have been suffering. We have been saying without food. If I manage to give my children food, I will just lie down. When I want to sleep in the night, I like to lie upside down because there's nothing in the stomach. Let me not lie like this so that my stomach will be singing this in ABCD. So I decide to be lying like this. So each time God has helped us to always pay teachers, But when we finish paying teachers, we don't usually have anything left. Until school, we just stay like that until the school will resume again and we start eating again. But this time, we finish paying our teachers and we have reserve, we have food to eat. I want to give God all the glory.
Kneel down. Father, we return all the glory back to you.
Like you, Jesus. There's no one like you. In all the earth.
Dr. Jesus.
Dr. Jesus,
God is here.
my name is Godwin Osaro. I'm from Ogale.
Don't worry.
For 4 years now,
For 4 years now,
I've been using pipe.
I've been using pipe.
Without pipe, I cannot shit. I cannot piss. So when I hear yesterday that OPM will come here today, that something must happen. I say, all my problem was end today. So, as I was sitting at the back there, there's a sign that I should go and piss. So when I go, because I normally change the pipe every three weeks. So I see the sign. As I enter the bedroom to piss no green come. Only the pipe just move out, move out, move out, move out. I tell this pipe that today everything must end. You must surely fall out from my body today. And if it is poison, it will end today. If it is sickness, it will end today. So many people come there to peace. When they come and say, go back, somebody is here. And they come, more than 10 persons come. I was shouting that everything must end today. So the pipe fall out. As soon as the pipe fall out, I say I must only see the general overseer of the OPM. For 4 years.
You cannot piss without the pipe. But just coming here, I never pray for you. I never touch you. Pipe come out on his own. And you relate on your own. For confirmation, where are you from?
I'm from Ogale.
Where in Ogale?
Ogale, along the...
No, because of people that want to doubt.
I'm Ogale now.
You are from Ogale?
Yes.
And your name is what?
Godwin Osaro or Unwakama.
Please give Jesus a clap of it.
Like you, Jesus. There's no one like you. In all the earth.
OPM.
Dr. Jesus in action.
Dr. Jesus in action.
God is here.
My name is Miss Favor Duru. What brought me to OPM is financial restoration. I was doing well in business some years ago, but at a time I borrow people's money, I dash people. But finally, what happens to my business, I don't know. Just as what our daddy in the Lord said, that if something has not happened to you, you will not increase your spiritual life. I was only going to Sunday service, not in OPM, in my former church. But because of the incidents, when my friend told me about OPM, I said I'm tired of going from one church to other. The first one I went to, he said I should bring 5,000 naira to buy small olive oil, that I will buy you 10 bottles. I say, if I have that kind of money, will I be here looking for a solution? I'm not joking, seriously. The second one I went to say, this is uncompleted building church. I say, look around the church. I should donate anything that I can be able to donate so that God will answer me. I say, wow, that this transport I came here with, somebody gave it to me. You say you're seeing, why can't you see that this person doesn't have dime in her pocket? So the mother that owns the church came, said, I will bring 15,000, that he will buy one thing or the other to do work on my board, that what is happening to me is from my village. I say, one, if the thing is happening, let it continue happening. I'm tired. So somebody advised me to come to OPM. I didn't come. That's first time. I said, please, I'm not going. Who know if I go there, they will say I should go and sell land and come. So I just fed up with those stories. So the one that marveled me most is that the woman I was buying goods from her hand, I used to cook that time. So I would buy a bag of rice every 3 days. At the time, from one bag to half, from half to Costa, from Costa to cup. So when I went, sometimes I would go and visit my mom because I have 3 sales girls that time I pay them. They are living with me. So when something turned around, I said, please, you people have seen it. I can't be able to pay again. You people can look for another place. When I went to my mom's house to visit her to
you had 3 sales girls before?
Yes.
Later, because of you can't be from 2 bags to 1 bag, 1 bag to basin, from basin
To cup.
to cup.
To fear.
You now from 3 sales girl to no sales girl. Girl was the sales girl. You are now the sales girl. Continue.
So when I went to my mom's house to eat that very day, so when I want to go, I have no transport to pay to go back to my house at Iwofi.
You went to your mother now to eat. Your mother you normally give. Yes. Now you went there to eat. What kind of demotion is this? Even transport to go, you are not begging mama, I don't even have transport. I don't go eat free food. Now I don't have transport to go. Trek.
My mom gave me that transport, but I never knew when my mom gave me that transport, she was crying. So when I started going, the next day I called her. I said, Mama, the way I had her voice, I said, Mommy, what is it? She said she gave me that money, but she was not with herself. I said, what is it? She said, me that is giving her money, I'm not begging even 100 naira. I said, okay. So that's my customer and asked me, which church am I going? I told her. She said, no, that she's a living testimony, that she went to OPM. She was having some challenges about fruit of the womb. That she came to OPM. She's a living testimony. I said, okay. In fact,
okay,
because
she came to OPM. She was looking for fruit of the womb.
Yes.
Then what happened to her?
She conceived, so she told me that she's a living testimony. I said, one, since I know you have been complaining of this, but I'm seeing with my eyes, let me go there. People say that OPM use medicine to work. Let that medicine hold me now. So when I came, I took the 4th assignment. And one thing that baffles me was, you will be neutral, you will not see temptation. But as soon as you collect this assignment, temptation will be coming left and right.
As soon as you pick assignment, temptation nearly.
And the assignment carry strong procedure, which any little one you make mistake, you spoil it. So I spoiled the first one, spoiled the second. But at that, as soon as I located OPM, since started working well for me. The house that my parents is building in the village, when the enemy said that, let him see us, how we'll come into this house. If you see the house, you look as if since 8 years, everywhere quenched. Mommy's business quenched, daddy's business quenched. We are living for 2 rooms to 1 room. For 1 room, cannot be able to pay even that 1 room. That was in the shop. My sister called me that landlord have locked our house. I cried. I wept like this. I said, God, since I know my parents used to give. Why is it all these things happen? What I did that I came to OPM, I bought sticker. I went to my village. I traveled. I went to the village. I said, God of OPM, we have been doing this for other people. And the logo here is God is here. I want you to, I carried all the stick and placed it around the house. I say, God, I give you seat to sit down in this house. Whosoever that is coming to this house, saying one thing or the other that we are not going to finish this house, let God of OPM answer that person. I dropped the stick, I traveled and came back. So before 3 months, I went back to the village. I saw that the whole sticker, they have removed it. I say, what? Does it mean that this sticker has started hurting them? This is just the genesis. You see this house, we are going to put it in order. Because of the problem of this house issue, when my younger sister got married, we traveled to the village with our guests. My daddy's brother's wife abused our guests and said, let them go out from that house before something will lose. Those my guests, they came out and they asked me, what is this? Is it not our house? I said, yeah, it's our house. What happened? Then they said, look at what this woman says. Jesus. I cried. I said, God, with my immediate younger sister, God will not give me a husband till we finish up this house, so that when our own visitor came, we will bring them to our own house. Since then, things just fall apart. I located Obedient, things went to it. Last year, when we started building up the house, and my younger sister will finish up the house. Then now,
this is somebody that was going to the mother to eat. He now completed the house of the father. Give Jesus a clap offering.
So when we completed the house, what they expect then did not even see. They were expecting that we use all this local zinc and whatever and put, because they are letting us down. Just as what you said, that we should look forward, that we should not look backward. So my brother's father said that we should come and take this zinc that he removed in his house to come and roof our own house. I told my father that if you try it, I'm going to burn down this house. Okay, if that zinc is good, why didn't he leave him there? Then it's you that he wants. If he wants to help you, let him buy a new zinc for you. But as for that one, he said, I will go and buy tarpaulin or waterproof and cover it. We will sleep there. Don't even dare. My father listened to me and my mom. So when we bought zinc, if you see the kind of zinc we use and roof this house, the kind of door we put in that house, and GMP, in fact, brethren, they never expected. It's when they came down, they will say, wow, what is happening here? I know what is hurting them. They are just biting themselves, because what they expected is not what they saw. But today, last 2 weeks, my sisters, thank God, she did her traditional marriage. I believe sooner or later it's going to be mine, because we have fulfilled our promise to God.
Give Jesus a clap of me down.
OPM, Dr. Jesus in action. We are Mr. and Mrs. Ogala Christopher. We are from Delta State. What brought me to this great commission, 2 things specifically that makes a man to be recognized in his family and outside his family. And what are they? One is fruit of the womb, neither child, and the other one is what? You have a better quality or a good job that people can look up to you in the family, that yes, this is our son or this is our brother. Precisely, I'm the firstborn of my parents. It all started when after my marriage. That night of it, they prayed for us. They said we should do what a male and a female should do for what their miracle to manifest. We did it. It came to pass, but the enemy came from nowhere and turned everything upside down. We thought my wife was what? Pregnant, not knowing that it was hair. The hair that blows in the atmosphere that was in her womb.
Air.
Yes.
Pump.
Yes.
Hey.
So she visited our own clinic, our company clinic. They now said they didn't see anything like child, that what they saw, there's multiples of fibroid. Hey. I said, Jesus, what kind of thing is this? And when you see her, she's just growing like somebody that I've taken in her leg, everything, the sign is there. Every day we keep on going for tests. They keep on telling us fibroid. And I said, till the 9th month, 10th month, that's how everything went. And I told her that, look, you have to leave worry and come to Port Harcourt and stay with me. When she came over to Port Harcourt, the following year, She took in again. That very night, we discovered that she has taken in, and we are taking in. She didn't know. But from what the doctor told me, that my wife have already was taking in. I said, thank God. But I didn't expose it to her that very moment until we got home, and I told her. That night of it, around 2 a.m. in the night, we slept. I left the bed. I said, let me come and sleep in the tiles for me to have, my body was so hot. My temperature calm down. Church, he came down and slept with me. Before we knew what was happening, everything flushed out again. Hey! Blood was everywhere. I was weak. I said, what kind of problem is this? That's how we keep on trying from that 2016 till last year. I took water spirit assignment. But before I took the water spirit assignment, the devil came again and attacked me with what they call low sperm count. For me not to what? To pregnant. So before then, I've already gotten this, what's it called? Low sperm count. That was the low sperm count that was what motivates me to say, no, I must find a solution to this thing. That was what brought me down to this place. When I saw where people were giving testimony in my television where I was watching, I said, no, if this people can give the same testimony, I myself will still also come here and testify too. So my wife now said, where are you going? Look at the church you've not been. You say you want to go there, that you are leaving our former church. I said, I am the one bearing the pain. You are not the one bearing the pain. I left there, I came here. So I partake in the first all night of that July 2017. I bought coconut. Brother, formerly my low sperm count fall down to 0.
Hey! Zero!
I have the proof here.
Bring it. We believe in evidence. 0 sperm count cannot pregnant a woman. Lie. Where is it? Look at it. 0.8 times 10 raised to power 6. Capture it very well. 0.8.
So after I saw this, I was worried. Even when I sleep with my wife, I don't have the mind of saying my wife will take in or something will come out until I came here. But after I've come, I took the coconut and the water spirit assignment that was given to us on Sunday of that after the all night. I took the assignment up to 3 times before I could perfect or achieve my goal in this, in this result. So it was last year, my wife says that she's tired. And I told my wife that in me, I'm okay now, because where I have come to seek God's presence, God is there. And if God can make others to testify, I myself will also climb this exotic altar to testify.
Wait, your wife says she is tired.
Yes, sir.
That is, you walk, no result.
Yes, sir.
You labor, no achievement.
Yes, sir.
Hey!
So after then, my wife now went to a clinic again. So the doctor now insists that I should come with her so that they can take my sperm and go for some tests. And I told my wife that, look, I'm not going anywhere with you. He went back and told the doctor, say, my husband said it's not coming. And I said, okay, if for me to bring this temp or this anger in you down, what do you want? He said, the doctor said, if I not come, I should give her my sperm so that she can take it. And I said, if that is the case, fine. I gave her, she went. And when she went, the doctor now said, but your husband is okay now.
Hey! Give Jesus a clap of praise.
Say your husband is okay. You both of you, at least, with what I'm seeing on my, digital screen, your husband can pregnant you, can even have as multiples of any children you want to have inside your womb. And when she came back with the result, I was just looking at her. What did your doctor say? Yeah. She smiled and looked at me, said, nothing. And I said, where is the result? He said, doctor said, and the result was there with her. And I said, okay, I will see the result later. Later on, she dropped the result on the bed. I went out of the bed, I saw the result. I just looked at her, I was just smiling. I said, God, thank you, Dr. Jesus. This is her.
Open it. What did they write there?
28 times 10 raised to power 6 per count.
Look at it. 28 times 10 raised to power 6 sperm count. (28) times 10 raised to power 6. If you calculate it, it's getting to millions.
Yes, sir.
If you do it multiplication, addition, square it, it's going to million sperm count. But the first one was 0 point. Whether you multiply, you count it, it still be 0. 0 is 0. After your assignment.
Yes, sir. After the assignment.
And the coconut.
Yes, I took, sir.
The sperm count that was 0.8 now rose to 28 times 10 raised to power 6 sperm count. Mathematicians, if you can do it, it's getting to millions. 28 million sperm count can pregnant a woman. Because from 11 million sperm count can pregnant a woman. But now 28 million. This one is double. What happened again?
So, sir, after I saw the result, I didn't waste time.
It didn't waste time to do what?
I didn't waste time to do what a man and a female should do for something to produce.
Before you were not doing it with your mind.
In fact, I was hungry inside of me just to please her. But this time, I settled down. So, after 2 weeks, he said she was feeling feverish. Let her go for a clinic to do some checkup on her head. When she got there, the doctor carried another test. He said, "Madam, congratulations.
Today, you shall receive congratulatory message." Doctor said what?
Congratulations, madam. He said, "Just go home and thank your God." And the nurses, according to her, when they look at her hand, they saw Dr. Jesus. He said, "Madam, in fact, worship in Dr. Jesus' city. This is God that have done this. People have been coming. But what we are seeing, sir, I won't say it now. Let that time come." Because that normally say that it will give you a testimony that, in fact, that will make your family to be say, "How come?
How did it happen?" Testimony of how did it happen. That will be the testimony of somebody today.
This is the result for the pregnancy positive.
Where is the result? From low sperm count. Now, video. Zoom it now. Zoom it very well. Positive. Give Jesus a clap offering. And also zoom this one too. Zoom this one. Without this one, self, this is the main one. See, it's the main one. From low sperm count, doctor say you cannot pregnant your wife. But on coming to OPM, the sperm count was boosted. And without wasting time, he didn't rest. Work now was perfect. And look at the result. That is the result. Today, God will give you result. And the result God will give you will be a good one.
OPM.
Dr. Jesus in action.
The other one is pertaining my job. Before I got married to my wife, my company was about shutting down at the year 2014. So they finally shut down on September 14, 2014. That's where they shut down. Ever since, I'll be applying for a job. When I get a job, the day they want to give me my appointment letter or they want to give me my confirmation letter, a report will come from head office that, sorry, the management said they cannot put somebody, they cannot employ a new building, that they will carry people from the known branch to come and teach them the job. Everything will just go. So this thing has been happening to me for more than 2 years. To a particular time, everything stopped. I was not even having a call, neither even when I applied, nothing. But to the glory of God, last year, I don't know, a friend of mine, a divine helper from outside, called me in one of the all night. That is made mention of, I've forgotten the all night. He said, before you get home, you will receive a call that will change your life. Hey! So that very day, the call came in at about 11 p.m. in the night. That Chris, I said, sir, who is this? He says, from so place. Can you send me your CV? I say, CV? I say, I don't have my CV on my phone, but what I will do, when I'll go to the cyber cafe and send it. So I don't know how he got my CV. He not saying if I can remember, I sent a CV to him some time ago. I said, I can't remember, and I don't even know who is calling. He not said, okay, I should forget. He printed out, he searched his mail and printed out my CV, and I submitted my CV to his BM. So another month again, they called me. That's why I should come over to Suso place in Transamadi. I said, that my wife was in her leave period then. And I told her, look at what God is doing. Oh. God have answered one and the other one. Because actually, I was coming to this altar to cry to God. I said, God, you have given me a child. But the child is not mine. It is yours. I'm only a caretaker.
You are just a caretaker. God owns children. If God can give you a child, God will also make provision for the child.
So often I do come here on Tuesday before service starts or after the service ends. That was my prayer, to remind God. I say, God, if this child comes into this world today and he sees me as they tell him that, look, this is your father, and I'm sitting down home without going anywhere from morning to evening, how will the child feel? I say, God, no, you have to do something. I was not like this. If it is a sin for me to get married and begin to face this kind of thing, God, have mercy, but you have to find a means out. That was my cry, sowing every day I come to the place. Not knowing that God was about to do the most important one, to do the other one to follow. So after then, before I got those TV calls and whatsoever, on another day again, they called me that I should come to Suso place. I went to the company that they said the white man wants to see me. I said, white man. I said, don't reach. So he went, he interviewed me one-on-one on Aura. And I said, well, he has done his own part. He saw that I was okay in it. But the owner of the companies, they will be coming so time for the final interview. Then my heart was pumping. And I was taking this Tuesday service as if I don't come to this Tuesday service, something left me. And I was taking it as a pain upon myself that I was fast from that Tuesday, from that 60 evening, just for me to achieve this purpose of which I'm coming to this place. So at the end, the owners of the company, they came. In fact, when I entered the hall, I saw a crowd. My heart was pumping because I saw people that they are intelligent, their qualification is more than, but I only listened to a voice that normally says that. He said, depend on God. He said, when you depend on God, every other thing will be what? Will come. God will take in charge. That was what I just put on my mind. So I went there with the shoe that he said we should come with on 31st of December last year. I said, if this is the only thing I will carry down to this place, fine, let it go with me. Dr. Jesus, I'm going. We went there, they interviewed us. In fact, after the woman finished interviewing me, in my presence, what she wrote on my CV, approve.
Hey! If Jesus is a global friend, approve.
After then, we are waiting for the call up. They sent a mail to me that the directors of the company have chosen me as one of their staff in this company. I say, glory be to God.
Give Jesus a clap of praise.
So after then, we were waiting for us to resume. They were not coming. The following week again, they called me again, said, Chris, come and resume your job. That's how.
Give Jesus a clap of praise. It's done. Kneel down.
So
before then, you promised God.
Yes, sir. I promised God that the first salary that they are going to pay me, whether big or small, I'm going to give it to God as a sign of appreciation and to tell God, thank you for all his marvelous work, for his protection, for everything, for prayer answer, at least for being there for
Jesus a clap of praise. Your first fruit. Bring it.
Jesus.
OPM. Dr. Jesus in action.
OPM.
Dr. Jesus in action.
We are Mr. and Mrs. Joseph Moses. I located this great commission last year, and what brought us here was excess poverty and hardship.
Excess poverty. There is difference between poverty and excess. Excess poverty and poverty. Poverty is small, but excess is big one.
Poverty that a whole day we will beg to get a cup of Gary.
Hey, in a whole day, just one cup of Gary.
It all started when I lost my job some 3 years ago. And from there, I've been moving, looking for job. From one company to the other, the job was not forthcoming. So things keep on getting tough and tough and tough. So at a point, I've decided relocating back to my hometown. So the only thing I left with was to put my property for sale so that I could afford transport to transport my property and my family back to the village. So while this was happening, a friend of mine called me. Because before then, I was moving from churches to churches, trying to seek the face of God. And all what they were telling me was different messages from God. This church will tell me, your guardian angels has left you. This one you will tell me this one will tell me this. So at the end, I decided to move back to my hometown. So my friend called me that, can't you call me that I should come and try OPM? I said, OPM? He said, yes. So I trekked all the way where I'm living because I reside at Leprawa. I trekked down to Berekore here because there was not even 15 naira with me.
Sure.
So when I came down here, at the end of the service, they said we should take assignment. And I was looking at job-related assignment, but they asked me to take a water spirit assignment. I said, what does water spirit got to do with job? He said I should take that one. So as soon as I took the assignment, 4 days, the 5th day, I received a call.
Hey! The 5th day, he received a call. Today, you shall receive your own call.
The call came from Eket, from one of the manager of a company there. Said they needed me that very morning at Eket. They asked me, are you so person? I said, yes. I thought it was a 419. The first time I switched off the phone. So they called again after 2 minutes. He said, why are you doing that? We are calling you this. I said, okay. Say, we needed you. You should come over here at Eket. I told them I don't have money to transport myself down. They said, okay, I should borrow money and come down there. They will pay me back. So I looked around and I got some transport with me. I moved myself to Eket. And what surprised me, when I got to the park, the director of the company sent his private car, was waiting for me at the park.
Hey! Give Jesus a clap of praise!
It was like a dream. I said, what is happening? The driver came, are you so person? I said, yes. He said, please, can you please follow me to this, enter this car? And now enter the car, we move to the company. It is a long story, let me just cut.
Cut it small.
So when the after discussion, the man gave me an appointment to start job in 2 weeks' time. I will be in charge of the offshore operation.
Give Jesus a clap of praise. You will be in charge of the offshore operation.
Yes.
Anything concerns offshore, you are in charge. Hey!
So, why coming back, he gave me 10,000. He ordered his driver to take me back to the park. I started having money to eat with my family.
Child.
Monday of next week, in the morning, I received a call. My phone was ringing. I received. It was a white man that was calling. He asked me, are you so person? Moses? I said, yes. He said, okay, I'm calling you from Benin. Benin? He said, somebody recommended you to me. So I want you to send, I'm sending you my email address. You should forward my CV to him. What is happening? Immediately, I forwarded the CV. The man booked interview the following day, 7 o'clock. Somewhere at Benin GRA. I'm forgetting the very address. So, meanwhile, Eket is spending now. Another one is here. So, and now the following day, I moved to Benin. I looked for transport. So, when I got there, we had the interview. The man said, okay, in 1 week time, I'm coming to resume. He gave me another 10,000 down there. 20,000.
Hey! Just like that.
On Wednesday of that week, I got a call from Lagos.
Another call again. Hey, today you shall receive calls. Another call from Lagos.
From Lagos.
Let us see the one that is bigger.
The man introduced himself as an engineer that he wants me to come to Apapa in Lagos. So I asked him what? He said somebody asked him to call me for the job. Eket, Benin, now Lagos. Immediately, the following day, he asked me to send my account number for transport. I sent. The man transferred. I left. That day, on Thursday in the morning to Lagos, I met with the man. We did everything. Immediately, the man asked me to start job.
Wait, he asked you to start
Immediately
job?
To start
Immediately?
Job. To start job. So I said, okay, Eke 2 weeks, Benin 1 week, here. Now. Let me start with this one.
Give Jesus a clap. Hey! Child, Eke 2 weeks to resume. Benin 1 week to resume. Lagos instant. Hey, today God will give you instant miracle. Listen, in OPM, we don't prolong matter. We believe in now. Now. And that is why, have you started your job?
Yeah. So as I was there, after 2 weeks, I received a call that I should come back to Port Harcourt. There is an international job for me.
Which kind of connection is this? Which kind of open door is this?
So I called my manager there. So I returned back to Port Harcourt. They started processing the papers. And after 1 week, I flew out of the country.
Hey! 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 Give Jesus a clap of praise. Now, look at the scenario. Eket, 2 weeks. Benin, 1 week. Lagos, instantly. Port Harcourt International. Hey! Now, you flew out of the country.
Flew out of the country. And even when I was there, a lot of companies were still contacting me.
Which kind of open door is this? Today, receive your own open door. Hey! After fleeing out of the country, did you fly, come back?
Yes, I am on my time off now.
Hey, Gaga. You are into Nigeria back.
Yes. So I'm here this morning, this afternoon, to return all glory and honor to that God that made me to know this commission. You know, it was not easy, but as soon as I found myself here, things started working well. The same land that was for sale, the building on it now is on the inter level.
That's your own land.
That was for sale for me to relocate back to my village.
Wait,
It's
you
on the
bless
lintel.
it for sale.
Yes.
So that you can relocate to the village.
Yes.
But now, it has gone to the lintel
Inter-level.
level. Give Jesus a clap of praise.
So I just want to return glory and honor to God for all that He has done. And those of you that are coming looking for the same, I'm sure you that God will answer you at the point of your need in Jesus' name. I'm here to dedicate my appointment letter.
This is appointment letter. Evidence. Now, you said something that even cup of Gary.
Was difficult for me to afford for my family.
Child.
I trekked from Leprawa to Iberekuri here before joining one of these lorries to this place.
Sure.
The first 2 times I visited this
The
place.
first day you came to OPM, you trekked from Eleprawa to Obrikure before you saw the OPM free bus and you joined. But today, you are flying up.
I'm flying up.
Flying up.
Flying up.
Hey!
It was one of the church members here that helped me to buy 1 water and 1 oil. I
The
had
first
nothing
day you
with me.
came?
Yes.
Child.
I had nothing with me. But today, God be the glory.
Kneel down.
Jesus, there's no one like you in our
OPM.
Dr. Jesus in action.
Dr. Jesus in action.
God is here.
Indeed, God is here. My brethren and sisters, my name is Agnes Obere. I'm from River State here. I've been attending church for years. Our house, we have 5 girls in number from my mother. Our first daughter lived with a man without marriage and had children. In the process of that, she fell ill and she died. The last girl again lived with a man. In the process of that, after having 3 children, all her children died and she also fell ill and died. Ever since then, there is no single night I sleep that I don't see them in my dream. I no longer sleep again. Every night I'll be dreaming that I want to die, I want to die. And I've also been living with a man with 3 children for the past 20 years, no marriage. And
you too, the same thing. You are living with a man for 20 years, no marriage.
So now,
and with how many children?
With 3 children.
With 3 children.
Grown up now.
Grown up.
They are grown up now. I had them young. So now, when every night I sleep, I begin to dream that I was also going to die.
Because those people have died. Those people that live with man, the other sister live with man, born, die. The other one live with man, all the children die, income follow them die. So that same thing going to happen. She to just live with man, have children, no marriage.
There is no single night I sleep that I don't see them. I no longer sleep again. Every night I'll be having BP. My heart will be beating fast. I didn't know what to do. I'm a member of church. I used to go to church, but it's not working out. I said, what will I do? December last year, 20.
Okay, so you're a member of?
I'm a member of a church in Port Harcourt here.
Okay.
So December 28th in the night, I couldn't bear it again.
I couldn't bear it again.
I said I will find solution. I used to watch OPM in television. He would be saying, not grammar, come and receive raw power. I said I will come. I now came
Last month, I went to the headquarters and took my assignment. When I took the assignment after my mercy prayer, I did it in church. The following day, I came for the 29th. I went home for the 21 days prayer. Ever since then, I have never seen any of them in my dream again. I can now sleep well. I came to give all glory and honor unto God.
Her sleep has been restored. Anybody here, the enemy has stolen your sleep shall be restored back. Kneel down.
You, Jesus, there's no one like you. In all the
Dr. Jesus in action.
Dr. Jesus in action.
God is here.
My name is Emmanuel Divine Favor. I'm here to testify on what God has done in our family. My